Now that we have created the question bank, the next step is to tell Storyline which questions the learner will see and how many questions will be drawn from the bank. This configuration does not occur inside the question bank itself. Instead, it is configured within the scene where you want the learner to encounter the questions. To do this, select the Slides tab, then select the Question Bank's drop-down arrow and choose New Draw from Question Bank. This opens the Draw from Question Bank window. The window is divided into 3 primary sections. At the top of the window, you will see 2 drop-down menus and a checkbox. The first drop-down menu allows you to identify which question bank the questions will be drawn from. The second drop-down menu determines how many questions the learner will be required to answer. In this example, our question bank contains 3 questions, so the menu allows us to select 1, 2, or 3 questions, or all questions. Selecting the maximum number of questions, in this case 3, is functionally the same as selecting all questions. You will also see a Randomize Questions checkbox. Earlier in this video, we discussed the possibility that learners may share answers with others who have not yet taken the course. Randomizing the order of the questions helps reduce that risk. When this option is selected, Storyline will first randomize the question order and then select the number of questions specified in the second drop-down menu. This process occurs each time a learner reaches the Draw from Question Bank slide. The middle section of the window displays the questions currently stored in the question bank. You can reorder the questions by dragging them within this list. This does not change the question numbering, but simply changes the order in which they appear within the configuration window. On the right side of this section, you will see a column that determines when a question is included in the draw. Each question can be set to one of 3 options: randomly, never, and always. At first glance, selecting never may seem counterintuitive. However, it can be useful in certain situations. For example, if learner performance data indicates that a specific question is frequently missed, you may temporarily set that question to never while reviewing whether the question wording, answer options, or supporting instructional material require revision. This allows you to correct the issue without continuing to penalize learners while the question is under review. At the bottom of the window, you will see 2 additional controls: Move Question and Lock Question. The Move Question option performs the same function as dragging a question within the list. It simply changes the order in which questions appear. The Lock Question option provides additional control over how questions are drawn from the bank. The available locking options include To Question Above, To Question Below, To Top of Group, To Bottom of Group, and Remove Lock. Selecting To Question Above or To Question Below links 2 questions together. When one of these questions is drawn, the other will also be included, and the 2 questions will appear consecutively. Selecting To Top of Group or To Bottom of Group ensures that the question will always appear first or last within the set of questions drawn for the learner. Finally, Remove Lock clears any previously applied locking rule.